This is 101 ESPN from Super Bowl 47 in New Orleans. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly, St. Louis's home loan expert, American Standard Heating and Air, and the BMR Commander Go Pack at Supplement Superstores.
Bernie Miklasz with an old friend, and it really is. And I tell him this every time I see him, and I know I say it on radio, it sounds all gushy and sappy, but I from the bottom of my heart, every time I see him, as the years go by, each year it just gets more special and special. So
Thank
Dick
you.
Vermeil is here. So
Thank you very much. Feelings mutual.
Did you know this? I didn't know it until yesterday when I was talking to the Fast Lane show as I was leaving and they were starting. We do a little crossover, and I didn't know it. They told me yesterday was the anniversary of the Super Bowl win.
Was it really?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't know it either.
I did not know.
And
That shows you. Yeah, I did not know that.
And it got me to thinking about it. You naturally get nostalgic. Now, I know, Coach, and we're going to talk about your great Vermeil wines here, of course, in our segment today. But you told me a couple times something that surprises me, that you've never gone back and, like, watched the game.
No.
And you still haven't. And why is that? And when are you going to watch the doggone thing?
Well, I have seen it on DVD a little bit. I have one grandson that knows every word in it.
Right.
Now he's going to be graduating from high school, but he's the kid I carried off the field on my shoulders. He has watched that video probably 100 times. And every once in a while I've walked by a room and he's had it on and I sit in and listen. But, I have never been one to go back.
I know. You say that. I know.
High school championship game or the Rose Bowl. I watched the Rose Bowl game about a year ago. I just never went back into it except looking forward. There's no negative of going back. I just never have gotten into that.
I have found just as a sports writer, you're covering things, and as you're covering them, you kind of miss things. You miss little things that happen in the game, or even in a way some big things.
No
and then
question.
You go back and watch stuff, and it's really special to see it again because you not only relive a great memory, but you also learn more. You learn something you didn't know.
You're 100%
I kind of like
right.
that. So I hope you watch it. I'd like to watch it with you. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. I've seen some highlights of it, and I'm almost embarrassed by seeing my action on the sideline. I'm whizzed off, and I'm mad at this guy, and I'm talking to Martz, and then I'm turning my switch off on my belt because I didn't want to interfere with his thinking and in the press box and all those kinds of things.
You're passionate. Looking back on this, Dick Vermeil, the 99 Rams, what made that team so special? Because, again, as the years go by, they become even more special.
Right.
In the moment, you get caught up. You don't always maybe appreciate exactly what you're seeing, but now we know, because so much time has passed, how extraordinary that was.
The number one thing that made them special was the talent level on the team. There were outstanding football players on that team. I think there were 9 kids that went to the Pro Bowl off that. All of a sudden, the DeMarco Farr is an All-Pro. Adam Timmerman becomes an All-Pro. And then Todd Light becomes an All-Pro. And Kevin Carter dominates the league at 17.5 sacks. And Orlando Pace. All these guys come. And there were other players. Torrey Holt, Rookie of the Year. Isaac Bruce becomes an All-Pro. Kurt Warner's MVP. Talent. But what built that football team was our first 2 years there. No one quite understood the old-fashioned way to build a football team. They try to buy them and they try to draft them. And we tried to put everything together. We're going to do it all, but we're going to work. And the only way a person gets any better at doing anything is to work.
Right.
Now you can't work like we work. You remember, we were on the field for 3 hours.
I can't do it now.
You can't do it. It's all eliminated. Maybe that's good. I don't know. I think somewhere there's a deteriorating factor to not working as hard as you used to.
I mean, you literally put sweat equity into that program.
How does London Fletcher become London Fletcher unless you give him an opportunity?
Right.
College free agent. No one wanted him.
I asked DeMarco this yesterday, and I want to ask you, as we're reliving Super Bowl 34 with Dick Vermeil. Yesterday was the anniversary of the date that the game was played. I asked DeMarco, that last drive, I mean, wow, the Titans were rolling, and no one could get McNair down, and on and on and on, and it was and we're nervous up in the press box. On the sideline, what was that like, and did you have any doubt that somebody would make a play?
I was concerned. I was talking to Mike Martz, so help me God. I was saying, Mike, get ready for going to overtime. I don't want to be the overtime to be a surprise where you got, hey, start thinking about it now. He's calling the offense. You start thinking about it. I'll start doing what I'm doing down here the best I can do it, But that was a very intense situation, and we had a very tired defensive line because they pounded on us in the second half, and they wore us down.
Isn't it amazing how it comes full circle? And Jeff Fisher, now the coach of the Rams, and I asked DeMarco this from what you saw, that guy you won against in Super Bowl 34, is he the same guy? Has anything changed? And DeMarco said no. You know, and it does seem like it's the same approach, the same coach, and he's time tested, isn't he?
Yes, he is. You know, there's no substitute for experience with the right person. Sometimes people can screw up opportunities and not take advantage of the opportunities to gain experience and wisdom in what they're doing. But Jeff Fisher's a good football coach, a very fine football coach. And what proves it even more to me is when he was at Tennessee and got them going, and they hit a low season, and they go down, didn't play very well, and didn't win many games, all of a sudden they're back up again. Good coaching, good decision-making process, great experience.